Just so every comedian knows I was paying attention to all of you, a little bit of a rewind, and also my dickhead way of saying this is how I can make it a little bit funnier. Anyway, just kidding. Jorge was talking about period sex. I was on a date with a girl, and towards the end, she said, look, just so you know, we're not gonna have sex because I'm on my period. I pulled some strings, and it happened. Thank you. Dare, this is a true story. Growing up, I had a Dare t-shirt, but I got it at Goodwill because I didn't graduate. So if you don't graduate, you don't get the fucking shirt. Anyway, so I had to go to a Goodwill and get a Dare shirt, but all the words underneath were faded by that point, as faded as the person who owned it, I'm sure. Anyway, so I grew up thinking that Dare stood for drugs are really expensive. And in a single parent family, that was reason enough never to get involved. My mom sat me down at like 13 and was just like, just so you know, some of your friends will do drugs. Those friends have the wealthiest parents. Be friends with those people. Those parents are probably politicians. Follow the scent, make friends. Very true. Fort Myers, yes? Correct. So we have an official Florida man. Thank you so much. I'm doing like all this like pop culture, current event kind of stuff just to challenge myself as a comic. And apparently there was a party not too far away over in Panama City. Did you guys fucking read this? These two girls were at a party and one girl was just like, why are you taking all the fucking vape pens? And then she bit the other girl's fucking ear off. Google it. Now I've gone to parties where the snacks tasted like fucking earwax, but that is absolutely ridiculous. That poor girl is gonna grow up and be like, no, honey, tell mommy in her good ear. You know what I mean? Her name's Dixie, true fucking story. Dixie's gonna get older and her husband's gonna be like, baby, how come you never wear your hair up? What's up with that? It's a job interview, come on, step it up a little bit, you know? Oh my goodness. Speaking of current events, she was bringing it up, the whole Barbie movie thing. Actually, most guys are just court ordered to go see the Barbie movie so we can walk out knowing how fucking horrible we are. And then we get home and tell the women how horrible we feel as a way of helping them feel shitty for forcing us to fucking watch that movie. My goodness. But now with the popularity, the resurgence of the whole Barbie thing, right? They're actually putting out all these different Barbie dolls. Like they have a divorce Barbie. Do you guys know about this? Divorce Barbie. She comes with all of her accessories and all of Ken's accessories. Fucking all of it. She won it. She deserves it. Not gonna use most of that shit. Probably gonna pour bleach on the clothes and set everything else on fire, but that's her prerogative as Divorce Barbie. There's also two versions of Divorce Barbie. One in her mid-30s, one in her early 50s. They look identical. But the one in her 50s costs more money because she had more work done. So, it's true. They have San Francisco Ken. Do you guys know about the San Francisco Ken? He comes with all of Barbie's accessories, all of them. The pink roller skates, the glitter backpack, and two homeless guys just to show he's from San Francisco. Because, you know, that's just how it works out there. More current events because I read my emails apparently. Kylie Jenner is really upset. She like regrets this whole all the surgery she's been doing. I like to think about celebrities because it makes me forget how shitty my fucking life is. Anyway, so she apparently regrets all of it, but it turns out because most of Kylie Jenner's body is less than 5 years old, and she's tired of being asked out by pedophiles. That shit's just annoying. These are funny jokes, thank you. That whole family is super competitive. I mean, honestly, when the member of your family that has the best tits is your dad, like that's obviously a huge issue. You know, it's crazy. It's ridiculous. Yeah, moving away from like current events, what's funny is circling back to Barbie. When I was 12, my mom found my sister's Barbie dolls in my room. This is a true story. My mom found my sister's Barbie dolls in my room, and she was so worried, because I have an older sister and a younger sister, she's like, I want a boy, I want a boy. I'm not the homophobe, my mom is. Anyway, so she was so concerned that she took all of the Barbie dolls out of my room and she bought me G.I. Joes. And I will admit, it was so difficult to masturbate to G.I. Joes. Oh my gosh. No nipples, can't take the clothes off, and I don't know if it was about G.I. Joes, it's all dudes. I feel like my mom's plan kind of fucking backfired on her. Ridiculous, couldn't comb their hair, couldn't do anything. Luckily, there's this character called the Cobra Commander. For the younger people, just Google most of these references, you'll figure it out later. It's a character called the Cobra Commander, older people know. Mirror mask and a jacket, thick jacket, so for the sake of my puberty, I needed to stare at the Cobra Commander long enough to convince myself it was a woman, because I had some things I needed to get out at the time. Thank you. Just so you guys know, oh, where'd he go? Is he still here? Where'd your guy go? He's outside? Oh, fuck. I made jokes for every fucking comedian in real time because I'm that skilled. Anyway, I'm not gay. I'm from Miami. We all look like this. We dress like we have a bachelor party or a job interview at some point in time today, but with comfortable enough footwear to go on a walk on the beach or late night strip club. Miami, if you've never been, round of applause for anyone who's gone to Miami here. Yes? Okay, cool. You guys have rich friends, good for you. My favorite thing to do in Miami is to play a fun little guessing game. You do it like in the middle of the afternoon at any coffee shop. It's a fun little guessing game. It's called Stripper or Realtor. Oh my God, so good. So good. Super hot woman walks in, you're like, stripper or realtor? And then you're like, Bob, for 400, I'm gonna go with both. Definitely both. Because what the fuck else do you do with a 7-year gap in your resume? Am I right, Brenda? All right. It's true. A little bit of a sideline here. Have you guys been to the Insectarium here in the city? They reopened it, it's great. Okay, you don't have to get like strip searched anymore. It's beautiful. Anyway, the Insectarium, round of applause when you guys understand what I'm saying here and you've seen it for yourself. Before you go into the butterfly garden, good Lord, they tell you like 15 fucking times, do not touch the butterflies. If the butterflies land on you, that's okay. If the butterflies touch you, that's okay. But do not touch the butterflies. And it was in that moment that I realized why so many strippers have tattoos of butterflies. Am I right? It makes fucking total sense. Do you not see the rules? I can touch you. You don't fucking touch me. I'm still on the stripper thing, if you guys didn't notice that. I sidelined you and I brought you right fucking back. That's how it is. My biggest grievance, and I hate to sound like a jerk, I can say this joke, I'll tell you why afterward, but my biggest grievance as a man going to a strip club, I go on the days when all like the super hot girls apparently had somewhere else to be. So I made a rule on that day. I only go to strip clubs on Father's Day. You know what I mean? Because like, what are they doing? Nothing, right? Nothing. I'm not calling him. That's a good joke. By the way, I can say that joke because when I take off my clothes, I think about how my father hasn't called me either, so works out well. Appreciate that. I'm bad at communication. Speaking of strip club, last strip club joke, and I'm not sponsored by anybody on Bourbon. This is just me, baby girl. All right. I was walking outside of a strip club, and the guy, the promoter, was like, come on in, no cover. And I'm just like, duh. They're all fucking naked. I know how strip clubs work. Anyway, the reason why I bring up that joke is because I'm bad at communication. Like, on a microphone, I'm great. I'm hysterical, obviously. But in person, it gets a little weird. Like, for instance, a week ago, I told my friends that I think my grandma watches me masturbate, which I realize is a very weird way of saying I believe in ghosts. You know what I mean? Like, should have just started with that. No, I just confused everybody. They'll think I come from a weird fucked up family. Another perfect example of when bad at communication, I want to preface this joke by saying, I am 5'7" on a good day with thick shoes. Here we go. So my friend Dan chimes in. We're all hanging out, just a bunch of bros. Anyway, and he chimes in, you know what, guys? I'm not ashamed of it. You know what? I like to fuck big girls. And the days of Lizzo and, post-cocaine Adele. Anyway, everybody's like really into that, cheering for it, no big deal. But I'm the dumbass who's actually like, I actually usually fuck like little girls. And my friends walked out. And I realized I could have said petite, could have said short. I did not say underage, fucking illegal. I didn't say any of that shit. Word choice is important, is what I'm trying to get at here. But it's not just like what I say, like sometimes what you say isn't what I hear. Like my ex, look, I get it, in relationships, sometimes you get too close for comfort and you feel like you can't breathe. So I was dating a girl who accused me of smothering her. And I responded by telling her it was a really small pillow. You know what I mean? Like, why do you have 12 of these on your bed and I can't use one? I mean, seriously, come on. Jorge was inside, I would say, because she's into murder podcasts, and I was just trying to take a hint. But I want to thank all the comedians who came before me, except for Seamus. Thank you so much for being respectful. Everyone else is outside, proving my dare joke to be true. Thank you, appreciate that. Ladies, especially the girls from Florida or the girls who grew up with this idea from all these Disney movies. Like I said, what you say isn't what I hear. So there was a girl who said to me that she was always taught that she should be treated like a Disney princess. And I responded by telling her that I didn't like her enough to kill both of her parents. You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting what she's putting out, I think, Like maybe her mom, she said some racist shit at Thanksgiving, but her dad's super cool. Why am I gonna do that? And then make him a widower? No, come on, that's rude. Public service announcement, ladies. During sex, could you not do that thing where you're like, deeper, deeper, deeper? It's a dick. Not like the Star Wars fucking franchise, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, did you think you saw all the dick there was? There's a tattoo halfway down my dick that says, to be continued. Most women never even notice it. Did you want more leftover dick? Because I'm sure you have some in your nightstand. I know I sure do. Here's all the extra dick I wasn't sure you wanted. Imagine, ladies, having sex with a man and he's like, shallower. I want to hit a wall. Does it ever end? I mean, I would never do that because that would be rude. Also, be careful what you say in the bedroom. I get it. Everyone's trying to make everything hot and sexy and kinky. But remember, what you say isn't what they hear. I'm laying in bed with my lady, in case you guys are still confused. I'm laying in bed with my lady, and she whispers to me. First of all, why are you whispering? Like, is this being filmed? What's going on here? It's a bedroom, not a library. Speak up. Anyway, so she whispers to me, she says, I want you to make me feel violated. In case you guys didn't hear that, violated. Okay? So I did what I thought any man would do in this situation. I dedicated like 5 jokes to you, you fucking asshole. You left her. And you left me! Dad! No, I'm kidding. All right. Anyway, we're back to the show. Back to the show. So she whispered. No. What's the whole thing she whispered? Come on. Thank you. You guys are paying attention. I appreciate that. You automatically get 20 points on the test. So I did what I thought any man would do. Hands on the headboard, feet tied to the footboard, a gag in her mouth, and then And then I looked at her cell phone. And she was all like, I felt like I was pretty successful, you know, if I'm being real. It turns out I was way off. And she was into some 50 Shades of Grey kind of shit. If I'm being honest, smart joke, right, you guys? I thought 50 Shades of Grey was like porn for the elderly. You know what I mean? Because of the hair choice. Who dyes this, right? Anyway, it turns out she was into some shit that I didn't know about, but Joey sure as fuck did. Is Joey here? Is Joey here tonight? I'm fucking kidding. Anyway, but Joey and those beautiful text messages I read for 11 minutes were very, very educational. And what I learned was, if you're gonna lock your phone, make it a PIN code and not your fingerprint, because you never know when you might be tied up. Thank you guys.